Welcome back to another edition of Fly Tying with Jim Misiura. Today I'm going to tie a fly, a yellow Sally, a little yellow Sally. This is going to be a LivelyLegz little yellow Sally. And this is just a really nice fly. The LivelyLegz right now, they don't come in this color yellow. You can see here, this is actually, from what I understand, a bit of a byproduct of making the LivelyLegz. But maybe if we get enough people to go ahead and ask them for this color, and they'll start producing them for sale. But anyway, the hook that I have in the vise is this is a size 14 standard dry fly hook. I'm going to use a Cahill cream or a Cahill yellow thread. And this is an 8/0 thread. And I'm going to put a base of thread down. And we could actually put a base of thread all the way to the rear. And to where it would hang at the barb, and then we're going to come forward. Go ahead and quickly move that forward. Now I'm going to take one of the yellow or yellow Sally LivelyLegz. I got fuzz on my fingers, but here is the yellow Sally LivelyLegz. And I'm going to, as always, I'm going to trim a little bit of it out of the front. Trim that front tab down slightly. And get that just in, maybe aligned with the front of the legs, or just slightly inside the front of those legs. And we're going to tie this on. I'm going to put that tab right up to the eye, holding it to my side to catch it. And then when you wrap it, it's going to come in right on top. And I'm constantly holding it a bit to my side. Go to the behind the first set. Wrap that in. We don't want to pull it to stretch it. Then we're going to go to the rear of the second set. And now I'm going to trim that off. Three or just a little bit, go back a little bit too far. And here we have our legs. We're going to bring our thread back to the tail area. Going to leave my hook upside down. And now for the body, what I have here is, this is yellow rabbit hair that I removed from a strip. And we're going to use that. We're going to put a little bit of thread on a little bit of wax on our thread. And we're going to dub this. Nice thing with the yellow Sallies, the whole thing is yellow. Or if there's a lime one, there's lime Sallies, I see them a lot too. And they're all lime colored. We're going to go ahead and wrap this, see how far we get. They're really thin-bodied. Going to kind of do a figure 8 over the legs, bring it up. And I need just a little bit more. I almost had enough. And again, when you're using legs, whether it be the LivelyLegz, Hemingways, or whatever kind of legs, you always want to look at that bottom, because that's the side the fish is going to see. So it's more important to get that bottom nice than to have the top. See, the top could be a little bit exposed there. Going to go ahead and got a little piece of that rubber in there. Going to put just a little a little bit more dubbing on there. You get a little, there we go. Little fatter body at the front. And we want to be about halfway between the legs and the eye of the hook. Now for the wing, we're just going to use yellow deer hair, dyed yellow deer hair. This is a nice little patch of yellow deer hair I have here. We're going to trim that off and put it in our hair stacker. Take that and clean the fuzz out of it. You can see much more looser ones and stuff than the video I just made, which was the Joe stack. That particular hair, there was very little underfur. But we're going to get these in our hair stacker. It's okay if you lose a couple of hairs. And we're going to go ahead and just tap that on our knuckle, and you can see how they're different heights there, so you know that they're getting stacked properly. Going to lift it slightly. Going to take it, and this is the direction I'm going to tie them to the hook. Take them, and now you want to have a pretty firm grip on there. Going to measure that up. We want that to go just to the body. Then we're going to tie that in just like you would with any kind of caddis. I like to give it about 6 good wraps. Then I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to actually hold the wing or the legs out of the way at the same time. And we're going to pin that in by rubbing the hair onto the thread right up against the hair. Yep, I got to back that off. I kind of blocked the eye up there. There we go. Get that in there nice. There we go. I got that eye open nice now. Now, sometimes, depending on each individual fly, when I make caddis or whatnot, I will put half hitches in there, take a double half hitch and push that right up against there and tighten that up, and that'll ensure that you got that nice and snug in there so your wing doesn't move. I give it 3, and this is actually finishing it off right now. I'm going to go ahead and trim the thread off. I'm going to grab all of the hair up front, take my scissors, and I'm going to trim that, as I always do, right in line with the wing. A long one there. Alright, I still got 4 legs. I didn't cut any off. Gonna go ahead and put some head cement on there. Clean my brush pretty good. And I put it right on the bottom there. And of course, if you think you got some hair in the eye of the hook, just take a loose feather that you have laying around. I'm sure everybody's got them. Pieces of feather just laying around on their table. And just put that right through the eye. And here we have a LivelyLegz Little Yellow Sally. If you like this fly, you want to tie these, contact LivelyLegz and ask them to make some of these available. And I'm sure that you'll like this. I'm positive that this is going to work. You see a lot of little yellow Sallys in the summertime flying around, and I'm sure landing on the water and things. So, hope that you learned something from this video. Hope that you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Please visit my sponsors. Let them know I sent you. If you'd like to purchase any flies that I make, go to etsy.com/shop/theflymanjim. If you don't see it, just ask me for it, and we'll figure something out. And most of all, thank you very much for watching my videos.